When I sat down to write this video about I drew a blank. There's so much I want to talk about, but I was struggling to frame it in a way that would really fit this video format. And then I thought, well, hang on, this is exactly where AI is supposed to be able to help. So I opened up my ChatGPT app and started chatting. Everything ChatGPT came up with was okay. It was on topic, it was relevant, but it didn't grab my attention. It didn't feel like it was me. I quickly realised that I was just chasing my own tail. My problem was I wasn't being clear on what I wanted to say, and that lack of clarity meant that ChatGPT couldn't really help. The problem was the problem. So why am I sharing this with you? Because I want to show people that sometimes even the people who have lots of ideas still hit a brick wall. Social media is full of people who look like they know what they're doing and do it perfectly day in, day out, but appearances can be deceptive. My name is Simon Batchelor, and in this video I want to show you that while AI is definitely not a magic cure-all solution, used right it can be very helpful. AI is not necessarily the threat everybody says it is. AI is often presented as being the tool that will replace artists, writers and thinkers, i.e. the end of creativity. But asking ChatGPT to help me clarify my thoughts and ideas just didn't work. All it did was dig me in deeper. And in an odd way, I found that quite reassuring. I don't feel like AI is going to be replacing human thought anytime soon. In fact, it is our human imperfection that sets us apart. Our uncertainty at times is not a weakness, it's what makes us who we are. The more proficient AI users among you will be saying, but Simon, you didn't ask ChatGPT in the right way. You need to learn how to prompt better. Yes, I do hear this a lot from AI fans, often mansplaining, and yes, mansplaining, to people who are not getting what they want from ChatGPT. So let me share with you how I've used AI in this context, because I think it will help us all understand a bit more about the possibilities and limitations of what's available. Let's take writing a blog post as an example. If I ask ChatGPT to write a blog post about how AI is affecting coaches and consultants, I will get a very generic answer with no real substance. It's unlikely to be wrong, but it's also unlikely to make any real point at all, and it certainly isn't going to come up with any new insights.
No.
A better prompt would be to expand on what I'm asking by adding a specific task, context and format as well as tone. For example, write a 1,000-word blog post for coaches and consultants who are doing their own marketing about how generative AI tools are going to impact their marketing in terms of its reach and effectiveness. Structure this blog into a short introduction, then explain the current thinking, followed by offering an alternative perspective. Then recommend what they can do to change and summarise the main points. Now that prompt is going to give you a very different and much more specific result than the first prompt. The quality of AI output is directly proportional to the quality of AI input, which is just a fancy way of saying garbage in, garbage out. So AI is great at average. If you're selling water bottles to yoga people, then an average blog is going to do the job. But if what you're selling is change or meaningful work and a process that takes time, effort and commitment from the client, then average isn't going to cut it. So you might be thinking, well, hang on, why didn't you use what AI gave you with that longer prompt to write your blog? Well, to be honest, I read it and it was okay, but it wasn't up to my standards. I got a bit bored reading it and I knew that my subscribers would too. Now, for full disclosure, I do also have a custom GPT that I've trained on my book and blog content. That did get closer to the kind of thing I wanted, but it still wasn't landing with me. And there'll be more on how that custom GPT worked in an upcoming video. So you might be thinking, well, hang on, Simon, this all sounds great, but I've never been able to get a good result from ChatGPT. I get it. It can be really frustrating when what you get back just doesn't live up to your expectations. Whilst the poor result might be down to the limitations of AI, often it's a case of asking the wrong question or not going deep enough with your instructions. If that feels like you, then try giving ChatGPT a longer, more detailed prompt. Use this format to help you structure your prompt and include the details you need. Task, context, example, audience, format, tone. That prompt should help you get closer to the results that you're expecting. So AI is useful, but you're still essential to the process. I'm not saying that AI can't help with your marketing. What I am saying here is that sometimes you have to take a step back and really look at what you want and maybe ask yourself if you even need AI in the process in the first place. As I've said before, AI is a tool. It's there to use, not every time, and sometimes you just want to experiment with it. In the past, I've found that AI has really helped me with articulating ideas and concepts in new ways. This week, however, it didn't deliver, although the experience did prompt me to write and make this video. If you'd like to learn more about AI and how it's affecting small businesses, coaches, consultants and freelancers, then I've got a whole series of AI-related content on my blog, YouTube and podcast. You can also become a subscriber to receive my Monday marketing motivation email with content and things that I found interesting each week. You can find out more about all of that and become a subscriber at simonbatchelor.co.uk. I'll see you in the next video.